Dude, man, you better fucking bring the energy tonight, because if you're not bringing that fucking energy tonight, we're just gonna have to stop record button. It's very close to me. It's like it's like one of those, it's one of those buttons in the radio stations. It's a dump button. They call it the dump button. Like if you have something that's you got a guest on your show, you're doing talk radio. Hey, everybody, welcome out. Here's Dust Mites right here in the afternoon, and we got Frogman in the house, and he's ready to tell us about his new Mustang convertible. And you can say, "Go fuck your mother." We just hit the dump button. We just dump, and it's like it's like a reversal in time. It's like hopping into the DeLorean and whoosh, 88. What is it? 86? Was it 88?
86.
Was it 86 with the DeLorean? Was it 86 or 88?
86, I think.
86? No, it was 88. It's got to be 88.
88 miles an hour.
Run for it, Marty. Come on. Do we have to run to the chat and find out what's going on? Do we need to give away something so people could tell us what the fuck it was?
There's no Googles.
No, I'm Googling we're doing a very early Google with Dust. DeLorean 86.
How many have you had, man?
It's 88 miles per hour. It's 88. It definitely is 88.
It's 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, we're not doing a beer count in the intro. What are you, fucking crazy?
There is no intro. Hold on. Well, how many beers have you had?
No, we're not. This is the intro. We're not giving away the beer count. We can't do that.
We're bad, huh?
We're not going to dumb it down. We're not going to dumb it down. No. All right. That's it. It's a wrap. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight on the One Too Many podcast. My name is Dust Mites. This guy is Frog Fucker, who's a little, he's giving me a little bit of tension tonight. I don't think this is going to work out well. So it's the shortest episode ever tonight. And don't forget to check us out on social media and on Instahams and all that other stuff.
Instagrams and everything, yeah.
Thank
you for joining us, everybody. Appreciate
it. And we're out.
Thank you. And we'll see you later.
And I guess we're out. Yo 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 yo. What's up, everybody? My name is Dust Mites, and welcome to a new episode of the One Too Many podcast. Insert horns now. My name is Dust Mites, and I'm joined by my co-host, the one and only Lone Star from Texas.
What's going on, everybody, man?
What's going on? Thank you
for joining us, man. Thank you for joining us today.
Frog.
The Froggy
Is it Froggy Frog?
Froggy Frog.
What are we doing? Froggy Frog? You know.
It's whatever you want, man.
It's whatever I want?
It's whatever you want to call me. I'm down, man.
It's all about the listeners. So let's start a new maybe we can start a new thing in the chat and in the comments. What do you want Frogman to be called? You want a Froggy Frog? You want a Lone Star?
Shit.
Everybody throw out those comments and let us know what we can call.
Let us know in the comments, man. Come up with a new name for me, or, we'll see. Get creative, guys. We'll see what's going on, man.
No,
I'm a little scared here.
You definitely don't want to tell this fucking audience to be creative. The last thing we want this audience to be is creative.
Hey, it don't matter, man. If we don't like what they got to say, we'll stick with
fuck it. Fuck them. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck this guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck you. We ain't doing it.
We're not doing
You know why? Because this is the One Too Many podcast. We don't give a fuck.
Fuck. Yes, sir. There you go.
Do you give a fuck? Do you give a fuck?
I don't give a fuck. I'm good, man. I don't give a fuck.
All right. We out.
We're out. Thank you.
Cue the music. Shortest episode ever.
Oh, man. How was your week, bro?
Good, man. I'm just sipping on a little brews right here.
Good. It's nice to know that one of us can.
Yeah, well, you could do it too, man. There's no rules against that. You just have to work tomorrow, and I don't.
Yeah.
I wonder who picked this night to record.
Yeah, gee, I wonder who.
Yeah, da 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 dust.
Da
da da. It's dust. Shout out to the One Too Many podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. We're just having a good time tonight. Me and Froggy were sitting back before we started the show, kicking it back, talking about some shit. Tonight's episode, we don't know where we're going. It's just going to be a off the course episode. What do you say? Off the course?
Hey man, let's just say no one's driving, bro. No one's driving.
Yeah, well,
this
you know what?
bus,
Is there ever anyone driving this fucking bus?
Every now and then a guest will, they'll drive,
Yeah, you know what?
But,
we have to bring it down for our guests. And shout out to last week's episode,
dude.
The listeners. Shout out to Mervine, Merv, and Matt H. Man,
yeah, bro.
Had a good fucking time last week, man.
Awesome guys, man. Awesome.
Yeah,
had a lot of fun with those guys, man. Dude, the chemistry, man. It just works, man. The energy there is awesome.
Yeah. You know what? I guess we're like one of those old couples that are just not. There's no spark.
Easy.
We're only 11 episodes in, and like, you know what? Yeah, these two guys are boring as fuck, but throw some new people in there. Like, we're swingers now. We're swingers. Dust Mites and Frogman are swingers now. If you want to listen to the One Too Many podcast, bring it. We need a couple of people to keep it going.
You just had to make it weird, didn't you?
Yeah, well, of course. That's what I fucking do, man. It's not about making it weird. It's just making it real. But I get what you're saying, man.
I mean, like the couple part. I don't know, man. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
A couple of what? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. A couple of what? You're a couple of what? Ooga. But yeah, shout out to those guys for joining us last week. I've gotten a lot of fucking comments, and a lot of people hit me up saying that they really, not a lot, a couple of people. Let's keep it real.
It's 2 or 3.
3 or 4, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of our listeners enjoyed the change and the format, and I think that's awesome how we could, like, not make every week the same, but, just bounce back every couple of times and make it, fun for our listeners.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And speaking about fun tonight, we could talk about that bad boil you got on your fucking ass cheek that you've been telling me about. Did they lance it yet? Did the doctor lance it?
I have my appointment tomorrow.
Is it pussy?
No, it's just big and red. It's got a little white spot on it, but I don't want to poke it. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Is it like a wart? Is it like a wart on a frog's ass?
It's kind of... You want to call it that?
All right. That's the name of the episode tonight. The wart on a frog's ass.
There'll be a link below, ladies and gentlemen, with a picture of it, so don't worry
about it. Of course. There's always a link below that we never put down there for a link below. Yeah. We always say there's going to be a link below, but there's never a link below.
And it's funny, man, because you get a few customers.
Back it up. First back it up of the night. Beep. Frogman brings the first back it up of the night. Man. God damn it, I gotta fucking make some edits, you fucking asshole.
Man, you get a few viewers here, man, here and there.
The viewers? What are they watching? They ain't watching shit.
Well, no, man, you get a few of them on YouTube on the bottom, and they'll say, hey, where's the link?
Yeah, but you know what they're watching? They're watching a stupid screen. But, I get what you're saying. Listeners. Let's say listeners.
Yeah, man.
We are an audio podcast platform, so
they're actually requesting those funny videos that sometimes we like to watch towards the end of the show. So
really?
They're asking for
on YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
You're monitoring the YouTube channel like that?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, so maybe we should do a little bit more of that. Like we could. Basically, the format that we record on, we could do audio and video at the same time because we share video and we laugh about things. So maybe we could. We've been trying to do that with the deer video, and God bless that chick that fell off the fucking rock wall.
Dude,
I hope she's. I really hope that she could use that arm because, man, flip status, man. I know how it is to have a flipper.
Dude, that thing was like a limp noodle, man.
Dude, that's what I remember. Dude, we were, Jose, Harrigan, me, and you were like, oh my God. And then you just came out of nowhere like, that's like a limp noodle.
Like a fucking limp noodle, dude.
Like an egg noodle.
Holy
like Dutch country egg noodle.
It's like a fucking
It was flapping in the wind. Oh Jesus! Where the fuck are we going right now?
I don't know.
Whatever.
We have no sense of direction here, man.
All right, so maybe we'll do a little something more with the video commentary and throwing it on the YouTube. So if you're listening to an audio format, make sure you go to YouTube and follow the One Too Many podcast channel that's on there. So that's where we'll be probably putting the video. And I'm sure I'll link those YouTube videos into into the Facebook group.
Facebook?
No, there's not a group. If there's a group, you gotta have a lot of people. But the Facebook channel, because we don't have a lot of people. We're not a group. We're not
First
a troop.
Beer count of the day: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you want? Oh my God, we're not. We're in the intro. We're still in the intro. But
I think you're almost there, man.
Wow, no, I'm not almost there, man. I just
the words. Just not flowing.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's normal.
Mm-hmm. How many cups of coffee? No coffee today?
3. That's what it is. The coffee's getting me going. I had 3 cups of coffee before we started broadcast.
The coffee,
so.
then.
The caffeine is catching up.
Yeah.
The caffeine is keeping like 4 steps before what I'm thinking.
I think your lips can't catch up to your brain.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Her lips couldn't catch up to my brain, if you know what I mean. Woo, shooby-doo. Shout out to Eric B. Shooby-doo. All right, so where were we at?
I don't know.
You don't even fucking remember. You took charge of the show and you don't even remember.
Yeah.
You said, "How was my week?"
How was your week, man? I know.
Sucked.
Yeah, that's where we were. Why?
It sucked. My week sucked. I came back from a fucking super duper high and just came back to a world of shit with work. And man, I mean, I know we all hate our jobs, but I really hate my fucking job. And
hey, man, it wouldn't be life if you didn't hate your job. Come on,
no doubt, man. It's all about peaks and valleys, and that's been my life for the past fucking 5 years. Coming out of a fucking 9-year relationship, everything's peaks and valleys, man, ups and downs, and you just got to ride that wave until it takes you down. But this week was a very challenging week for me. I've been quite absent from a lot of things on social media, and man, I'm still good. I'm still here. I'm still fighting. Cue the Rocky music. But
man, you're hanging in there like Rocky, man.
Yeah,
you
remember
what it's about, man.
You remember back in the day, like when you were a kid. The girls had those little when you get in your first piece of ass, and she was like 15 or 17, whatever the fuck it was, and she had that poster on the wall with a kitten. There was a kitten on a fucking clothesline, and the kitten's holding on to that clothesline, and at the bottom it says, "Keep hanging on." You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, I remember.
Yeah, you remember that while you're pumping away. Yeah.
You're busy exploring.
Shout out to exploring.
Another type of peak and valleys, and
that's that was a definitely different peak and valley for us. Shout out to the old school days, man. Like nowadays, nowadays these kids gotta fucking slide in there and say, "Can you put your phone down, please?
Can you put your phone down? I'm trying to satisfy you here."
Yeah. I'm on TikTok right now. Shout out to TikTok. Let me tell you right now, out of all these fucking Instagrams, Facebooks, all these fucking apps that we have out there, if you're an adult, male or female, and you're on TikTok, you need to fucking rethink your life, man. Rethink your life.
That's
The
just
same
for
thing with
kids
like
or what?
Snapchat. The same thing with Snapchat.
Oh yeah.
If you're an adult on Snapchat,
it's kind of
you're
creepy,
definitely
man.
wearing flip flops and you're a little fucking weird. Just saying.
It's kind of creepy, bro. That's kind of creepy.
Oh, definitely, man. That's definitely some kid shit, man.
That's
I'm at the
just for
point in my
kids.
time in my life, even though I live a very odd life with me. I'm age dysmorphia. I live in a fucking Arrested Development age life. I am not my age mentally and how I live my life. I'm a lot younger, but that's just me living my life. But I will not fuck around with these certain apps. Like, yeah, that's for the fucking youngins. Let them run that shit.
Yeah, that's
Man.
usually for the teenagers and some of the younger kids.
Just leave
and
it
stuff.
alone.
It's kind of creepy.
Hey,
man.
you want my snap? No, go fuck yourself. You're 37 years old.
Go explore Tinder, man.
Yeah,
Tinder
yeah.
Tuesdays are
Not
always
even.
good.
Yeah, Tinder Tuesday. Fuck that. I'm moving on, man. I'm moving
You're
on.
moving
to
on?
different.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Really? What's
That's
that?
whoa, back it up.
Ooh, something different.
A little back it up. It's gonna be like, like you're pulling back. Just picture a beep, but you pull it back like beep. There's no way I'm gonna make a sound effect for that, but you get it.
Yeah.
There's a big, oh my god, beep. You're pulling it back. Boom. I'll hit you up in like a couple episodes, let you know what's going on with that one. We are definitely taking it to the next. I hope it's not the final frontier, but it's
the final frontier. Hope not.
The final frontier is me sitting in my bathtub with a fucking gun to my head and just boom, letting the water run.
You're in the bathtub and you're holding a fucking toaster. It's plugged in. Yeah.
No, the air fryer.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in a bathtub full of water. I got the air fryer plugged in. I turn it up to 400, throw some wings in there, and just hit play. I'm out.
That's it, ladies and
gentlemen. That's dust. Wow, we just talked about my own suicide. This is great. This is
funny. It was funny. It's funny.
Of course it is, man. Of course it is. Everybody out there listening, no, I'm not going to do that, but it's funny to, and and this is the problem with people. People don't or can't put themselves in these situations and live with it. Make fun of yourself, because you know what? If you can't make fun of yourself, you have no right or reason to make fun of anybody that's out there.
Exactly.
And I tell people that all the time. Yeah, I'll make jokes about myself in front of people and be like, "Don't put yourself down like that." And I'm like, "No. If I put myself down like this, that means I can make fun of you. I can make fun of this motherfucker. I can make fun of this douchebag over there. Look at this fucking jerk off bastard over here. I'll make fun of him." You know what I mean? Because we're all in the same family. You know what I mean? And I've used this mentality most of my adult life. And like, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just trying to be funny and snapping and just hanging out with your boys and whatnot. And if I can't make fun of myself, and I do make fun of myself and I do make stupid jokes, but they're pretty much on point.
Yeah. Hey man, everybody. They may be. Dude, you're a friend of Dust. You better be able to take it, brother.
They may be exaggerated, the jokes about me, but they're funny. People get it. But you know what? If I can make fun of me, I'm going to make fun of every motherfucker that comes in front of me. Yeah, just have a good time, man. Just bust balls and just be like homies. That's it. Yeah. That's life. That's life.
Straight up.
That's straight up life, dude. Yeah. That's life. So go fuck yourself, Frogman.
Go fuck you too, man.
Yeah, well, fuck you,
fuck everybody.
But you know what? Man, I'm going to fucking stroll off the notes right here. I just got a notification from fucking Facebook here. Hold on.
What's it say?
It's fucking Frogman's birthday.
No, it's lying to you.
Oh, shit. I'm out. Good night, folks. I'm out. It's motherfucking Frogman's birthday.
It is, man.
Are we gonna call this the birthday show?
I hope not.
Did you think that we're gonna do a show and not let me say anything about your birthday?
Nah, man. I kind of expected it.
Did you expect it, or were you
No,
expecting it?
I was expecting it, man. You being you goes,
Yeah,
yeah,
well, I wasn't
it's
gonna
gonna
fucking have
happen, man.
balloons.
It's
Do
gonna
you want
happen.
balloons to fall from the fucking sky? And I don't know. I don't have Joey Mustang. That's gonna be a guest tonight because you're a Mustang guy. I don't know. I don't have
Balloons. I think more of a joke that'll play with you is like fucking having dildos falling from the sky instead of
Yeah,
balloons.
you know
I
what?
feel
I'll
like
send you a bag of
that's
dicks.
more. Yeah,
Some
that's more your
yummy dildos
style there.
up your ass. But happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
And
it. Thank
thank
you.
you very much for taking the time to record the show tonight on your birthday.
Yeah, man. No problem. Shit.
You know what this shows me? That your life sucks just as mine.
Well, it's
You had
actually
nothing going on your birthday, and I
there's
don't
nothing
have
going on,
my birthday.
and nothing going on. I know, it's early in the week. Nothing's really gonna happen. So
It's Monday night. Monday night. But happy birthday, dude.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much.
To everybody that's listening to this show right now, make sure you hit up Frogman, even if it's a late birthday. Just let him know.
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday.
I really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Oh, so is my present in the mail or FedEx or something?
You 47? 62?
I'm 41, sir. 41.
Oh, wow. Well, you're still youngins, man.
I'm a young, bald motherfucker, dude.
Man, he's a youngins. Look at this, man.
Come on. You're like 43, 44? Come on.
I'm closer to 50 than 40, bro. I ain't gonna throw it out there, but I'm closer to 50 than 40. Can't hear you. Can you see me? Can you see me? I can't hear you.
You can hear me? No?
I can hear you. No. Bring it back. Whoa. I can hear you. You can't hear me. No. Hear me. Yeah.
I can't hear you, man.
I'm fucking signing him like I'm fucking
technical difficulties here, man.
Yo. You.
I'm having technical difficulties.
No. Hear me.
I can't hear you.
Of course. There you go. Yes.
Look at that, man. Look at that shit.
Wow, look at that.
I don't even know what this dude's saying, man. He's talking all the shit in the world about
we got a new fucking intro. All right, back out and bring it in.
I can hear him.
And come back in.
See his mouth moving. He's making faces at me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I took him out of the street. Reboot.
What are you talking about now, man?
Oh, God, fucking, you can't hear me. So why are we continuing this?
You hear me now?
How about now? You hear me?
Dude, I had this fucking Amber Alert and fucked everything up.
It's all good, man.
Jesus Christ, man.
Dude, did you like the sign language?
I know what the fuck you're saying.
You
motherfucker...
can't hear me. I was like Planet of the Apes. I'm like, human good, bad.
Man, I was like, man, I don't know what this dude's talking about me, man, but shit, it can't be good.
And I'm like, man, I can't throw it in the chat because he's on his phone. He won't see it.
I'm on my phone. No, I won't see it.
So I'm just like, yo, just I'm doing this.
I don't know what the hell happened, man.
Yo, shout out to editing.
Yeah, man.
Can you hear that? That's a beer.
That's 13. This 14 getting started.
This is probably 15. I probably missed one or two. That'll probably be in the mix. But
in the mix.
All right, man. The other.
There's the cue.
You had to fuck it up.
No, I didn't fuck it up. The fucking Amber Alert.
You fucked it up.
I didn't fuck shit anything up. The Amber Alert fucked it up.
Your Amber Alert. Fuck Amber. Who's
fucking
Amber?
The fuck Amber? I don't know.
What is she? One of those fucking strippers? She's got one of those fucking. She's a fucking fat ass fucking chick with a fucking.
Oh man, she's a Jew broad. I don't know who she is.
Whoa! Back it up. She's got one of those scars on her belly where they pulled the baby out from.
Yeah, man. Have you seen that
She's
shit
got like
before?
5.
That's some,
She's like 18 fucking scars.
yeah, like battle scars on that shit, man. She
Man.
fucking running with a hard crew or something, man.
That's the Frogman women. That's your shit, man. That's your shit. Man. Yeah, you look at
fucking
a
asshole, man. I'm a
you look
fucking
at a chick
asshole. I know. I'm sorry, guys.
before she lifts her shirt. You can just look at a chick and be like, you know what? There's probably 4 or 5 fucking battle scars on that bitch's belly. Do I really want to get into
Do I
that?
really want to get into that shit, man? You know, starts looking like a fucking lines of the Mojave Desert when the fucking
Fucking
the
job.
wind starts to move the fucking sand
It looks
around.
like the B&O Railroad on Monopoly. The B&O Railroad meets the Reading Railroad on Monopoly. You know, $200 collect your money when you pass go.
Shit, that bitch is gonna collect for me, man. If I fucking mess
Well,
around with that hoe.
she's definitely collecting from the government. You don't know that. That's for definitely for sure, man. You know. Hi, I got 6 kids. sing.
Stay
But I'm
away
still
from
in
those
the
women, Frogman.
hole.
Stay away from those women, Frogman.
Shout out to the meat curtains out there on the pole. This new segment of the One Too Many podcast is presented by Meat Curtains and One Too Many. But yeah, shout out to that, man. All right,
Shout out to Harrison Ford, New Jersey.
Yeah, Harrison Ford, New Jersey. No, they actually pulled their sponsorship.
They did.
Yeah, they're going to change it up.
Mm.
They're changing it up. It's the Dreyfuss Ford from Harrison Ford. So everybody runs around looking like Richard Dreyfuss character.
Like Richard's Drive. Yeah,
I'm Richard Dreyfuss. It's like looking like Ronnie, come here, Ronnie. Buy a car, Ronnie. Richard Dreyfuss from Harrison Ford, New Jersey. It just doesn't work. I told him it was going to work.
It's not. It's just,
no, it definitely doesn't.
It's got to be the old way. It's not going to work.
No, yeah, you know what? How?
Why did you do that, Karen? Why?
Karen, they would never have found it, but it's like they had the perfect fucking thing. It was like 2 ships in the night just meeting. Harrison Ford, it was Harrison, New Jersey, selling Lincoln Mercuries in Harrison, New Jersey, and all their salesmen were dressed up as Harrison Ford characters.
Yeah. Man. You had the American Graffiti guy. You had the Han Solo.
Everything was there. Dude, I don't know how they didn't make money.
I don't know, man.
So now it's a Dreyfuss Ford of Harrison.
I don't like it. Just doesn't roll off the tongue.
I don't get it. It just doesn't work for me.
It just doesn't. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? I will definitely not be buying a car from that fucking thing.
No, I won't either.
And you know what? They're not sponsoring us anymore, so take them off the fucking list.
I will, man. Fuck those guys.
Ronnie! Ow! All right, show's over.
Show's over, guys.
That's 18 times. Show's over. All right.
Here we go.
So we're just going to get into some shit. I woke up the other day and it's been pretty nice here, getting into the fall season in the wonderful Hackettstown, New Jersey, which is pretty much west central part of New Jersey. If you're going to check your Google Maps, if you want to know where you can find me. It's close to PA, the Pennsylvania border, but we're definitely, I used to live up in the mountains up in Sussex County, but now I'm a little bit lower. So the weather pattern definitely changes.
So you used to be a mountain man?
No, you know what? Not really mountain man, but there was definitely a difference. But with global warming,
here we go.
That's definitely changed over the years, and it seems like a lot of the better weather is coming more down south than it was more north. So the temperatures and the snow totals that we're getting more north are like more central to where my area is. So
normally this time of year you would have snow by now Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
We have some rogue storms out there, but the other day, like out of nowhere, like it's been like 60s and 50s and like.
Oh, that's nice, man. That's
yeah, man.
Badass weather.
It's fuck, man. And the other morning I went out, it was like 28. It was 20.
What the fuck?
I didn't check the weather because I don't. When you got that good run of weather, you don't really check it.
You don't expect to be fucking 28 degrees.
And then you wake up in the morning and your fucking furnace kicks on. It does that click sound. The thermostat goes click, whoosh, and you hear the fire, whoosh. The fire goes in, and I'm like, I'm in the bedroom, and it's across the hallway. You hear the thermostat go. It's like 4:30 a.m. Click, whoosh. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you feel the heat. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on out there? And the first thing you do is you hit that weather app, and you're like, 28 fucking degrees. Get the fuck out of here,
dude.
Yeah, I'm not getting up now. I'm gonna be
from 60 degrees. A few hours later, 28.
It was 60s, man. It was a really good run, and then just like totally just fucking dropped. We had some cold temperatures. It dropped into the 30s here and there, but it was just like a tease. Nobody gave a fuck about it because everything went up. But this was the one
beautiful sunny day, 28 degrees. Are you talking about rain and all this?
The morning you wake up, your car is crusted into like a frost shell. And it's not snow. So don't get me wrong. It's like your car's like an M&M, a peanut M&M.
That's what I was
you got that candy shell on it, and the goodness inside. You need to get in there. Yeah. So the first
I love it.
that I had that, man, I'm like, I looked, and that's where I directly went to the weather app, and I'm like, all right, tomorrow's going to be even colder. So I drove just straight to Walmart, and you get this is the Jersey, this is the Walmart first frost cold Walmart run. You get the Prestone de-icer spray, the trigger spray.
Yeah.
And then you get your fucking your window wash with the 24 below, and then you get your brand new scraper. Brand new scraper that you can get, and that's what you rock. So I definitely got that before the next morning when it was like 21 degrees. 20.
You mean like your cars like the cars from like the good old days when they would have this extension cord and you plug the car into the.
No, that's the diesel joints. Those are the diesel joints.
Yeah, man, the block warmers and shit.
Yeah, I had a diesel. It's funny, like back in the day, like it's not even that far. I know I'm sidebarring on the story, but I used to work at a detail shop, and we detailed a lot of cars for dealerships. So they would send us their trade-ins as bad as they were. And then every once in a while you'll get a trade-in in there, and it's like, it's a piece of shit, but it's just a driver. It's a local driver, and you can pay like $300, $400, $500.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes me and my buddy, shout out to Hans, Glenn, we would pull some money, clean it up, detail it, and put it up there for sale. So we paid $500. We clean it up, like a Volkswagen Jetta or Golf.
Jetta or somewhere, a Golf. Yeah.
We would clean it up, and we'd throw it out there. And, I mean, we didn't give a fuck about the motor. We just clean it up, make it look good, and just put $800. We paid $200 combined. If we sold it, and we just split
kind of like a quick flip and shit like that.
Yeah, it was always and shout out to Tony, the guy that ran the detail place. He would let us keep the cars parked on the side of the road because we had a parking lot that was pretty much pushed back from the road where we detailed the cars. So he would let us park the cars in the front of the road. So when you
everybody could see it.
Everybody knows it's there. Oh man, these guys detail cars. They know good about cars. That's an $800 car. I'm going to buy that. So yeah, we flipped a couple of cars back in our day, and
that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it was fun to do that shit, man. It really was. And I forgot where we're going with this.
Oh, the temperature is fucking cold as fuck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How the fuck did we get on this?
It was cold as fuck, and I asked if your car had one of those extension cords, you plug it into the fucking
there we
warm it up.
There we go. Hey, got the Frogman for being a straight guy, and me only being 12 beers in. But there was relax. There was a trade and it was a Mercedes. It was from an 83 diesel 240, if I'm remembering, 240 diesel Mercedes. I don't care if you enjoy the Dust Mite stories, let me know. But this is just shit that happened. There's a lot of things that happened in my life. 1983, it was a fucking flat olive green, military green. I could have either spray painted a star on the door or a swastika. It would have worked for any type of fucking, you know what I mean?
It's like Cannonball Run too, man.
It was Army military green. It was diesel. It was a 4-door, great suspension. The car ran like a fucking champion. I paid $300 for it.
Did Burt Reynolds used to own it?
$300. And
$300.
Basically, I lived in a town where everything, it wasn't like a city, but everything was there you need to.
Yeah.
So, you know, my ex had the good car, and me for putting around town, I used to buy these beaters, clean them up, and sell them. So, you know, this car, it was a diesel. I used to have to fucking throw a fucking I had to go out and buy an extension cord. I had it for like 6 months and throw it off the deck and keep it plugged in on the cold nights, you know, and you had this special fucking fluid you had to put in the oil and shit like that. Shout out to everybody that drives a diesel, man. I know what you're going through, man, because you go in the morning, it's like, it's not even the fact the battery.
That shit's not going to fucking start.
Yeah, it's like, you know, the battery isn't dead. It's like fucking trying to nail a 65-year-old chick. There's just no juice. There's no liquid. The cylinders are not moving. You know what I mean? No matter how hard.
As fuck, man.
Yeah, it's dry as fuck. It's like, yeah, it don't matter, man. There's nothing going on there, man. So, but this Mercedes was so dope, man. It was like an 83 300D olive green. I swear to God, you could put a tank turret on the top of it. It'd be fucking killing, man. And I drove this car for like 6 months, and I think I paid about $300 for it. And I flipped it for like $9.
Ooh,
you know,
nice.
After like 6 months driving it, and I didn't put no work into it because you weren't shining that thing up. But the interior was immaculate. Had those bouncy Mercedes seats. You know,
those cushy, fluffy fucking, yeah, dude.
Yeah. You know, you had the cushion made out of fucking hair from, you know, Germany.
Let me out of here.
I don't want to talk about that. You know, but you know what I'm saying? It was a really, probably the only time I'll ever fucking drive a Mercedes again. But if I'm living in like 92 and I'm driving an 83 Mercedes diesel that I paid $300 for and saying it's luxury, that's something to talk about. You know what I mean?
Oh man, any Mercedes, man, at any
that
time.
$300 fucking Mercedes from '83 was luxury for me on my scale in '92. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So I can just imagine.
And this is from a person who used to walk everywhere and take the.
Yeah, once I get to Jersey. Yeah. You know, I had that. I bought a fucking '82 LeBaron.
My God, those things are the worst. Convertible.
You remember Ford LTDs?
Yeah, dude, Ford LTDs. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Ford became the Taurus and the Sable LTD. Yeah. Their sedan. Shout out to Cosmo Kramer on Seinfeld.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I paid like $150 for this fucking thing, and it had a straight 6 in it. This shit just fucking ran for days. I couldn't kill it. It looked like shit. You could only open up 2 of the doors in the front, but that was my beater for me to just get around town. And my town is, at the time, the town was maybe 4 or 5 miles wide. Man, I wasn't going
small town. Yeah, small town.
Yeah, it was just for me to get back and forth to work and go around, whatever the fuck. You know, it was a great. Yeah. You step on the gas. It was fucking awesome, you know. And you know what? I never, you know, I left Brooklyn at 20 years old, and I never owned a car in New York. And I didn't own my first car, probably my own personal car, probably until I was way into my 30s. But you know, like having these little fucking cars that I owned the detail shop, I didn't really consider them like a car. It was just me just spending money to make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just business, man. Business.
Yeah, I had a for sale sign, and wherever I go, it was just like free advertising. So when I first bought my real car from like a dealership and I had to pay a car note, that was a big thing for me. But just like everything that
How was that experience for you, man? To finally walk into a dealership and you're going, all right, man, I'm buying a fucking car. It's not like buying a fucking Walkman. It's not like buying a new pair of shoes. You're buying a car. That's a big commitment, man.
well, you know what? A lot of normal humans know what that's about. But me growing up in my life with not wanting to have debt and not being a credit guy,
Mm-hmm.
and afraid and seeing what it did to my parents and my family, and I don't want to be that dude, and understanding credit, and to just finally realize, honestly, in my 40s, I need to be an adult. You know what I mean?
Start establishing your credit a little bit.
Because, and this is funny. I don't even know why we're going here, but with I always been with my other half. They were the ones that had the credit, and we paid for this.
Girls are actually known for that, man. The girls actually are a lot more responsible. They establish their credit at a younger age, like 17, 18, 19, 20, So a lot of the guys don't do that shit.
And, when you go to college, they'll throw you 25 fucking credit cards just for fucking paying your tuition.
Yeah, but the thing is, the person that can manage that, like
they want to trap you, man. They just want to trap you.
Yeah.
You got $150,000 worth of college debt. Well, now you get another 60 from credit card debt. Your girls went out trying to find some dudes to fucking blow in the back fucking bathroom. But college life. I see those videos.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah, I was always because of my lifestyle growing up. I was never big on having credit or being a stat. I didn't care. Shout out to Columbia House. I had 75 different names and I got free CDs and tapes. But I never had established credit. So when it came to a point in my life when I needed to, and I was living on my alone, and there was something that happened in my life, I needed to establish credit. So shout out to everybody that's listening to the show. This is what you need to do. I went to a car dealership, and they sold me a car, a very good car. I still have it right now. Sold it to me for a very good price, but the VIG was pretty high. The juice, the percentage.
Yeah.
Because
the interest.
Yeah, they tried 3 different banks, and the bank said, he doesn't have bad credit. I just don't have established credit. Because I've always been that dude. If we don't have the cash, we're not going to buy it.
Exactly.
That was me. That was
exactly. Yeah.
If we don't have the cash, we're not going to buy it. This is not in the notes, by the way. So when it came to the point where me and my ex, which I had a couple of years with, we parted ways, and I just needed to. My car died. I needed to keep it moving. I needed to get on with my life. I had to buy a car instead of taking my life savings and putting, just say, $4,000 into a used car. That's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna give me the same problems that I have with my last used car.
Transmission.
Yeah, well, we don't want to go down there.
Yeah,
Fuck it. I'm just gonna take the chance, and I'm gonna start applying to these dealerships. And I started applying to these buy here, pay here places.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, of course they accepted me because it's those high 35% juice spots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're juicing you. They're like loan sharks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're selling you a shit car for a high interest rate, and when the car dies and you're pissed off at them and you don't want to put money into the car, they just repossess it because they got the little tracker in there, and then you lose your down payment and you lose every fucking payment. They're not linked. Those places are not linked to your credit score.
Nope.
They're not on your what's it? FICO whatever.
Yeah, your TransUnion, blah, blah, blah.
They're not linked to your credit score. And I'm like, why am I going to pay 3 years on a fucking loan that's not going to help me build my loan? So I hit up a dude that was, Jesus Christ, we're talking about car loans here. Welcome to the one car loan.
I just want to know your experience when you bought your first fucking car.
Back it up. So, and this is just like me putting it out there that I'm a grown adult that didn't have established credit.
Hey, you're not the only one, man. There's hundreds of thousands of people out there. Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
And if you listen to this podcast, maybe I can help you. So when it came down to it, I applied to those places, and everybody was like, "Yeah, come down. We could help you. And I'm like, if these little guys they're going to help me, why won't one of these bigger dealerships help me? So there's a dude that used to work for me when I was working in a different location for my company, and he's a car salesman, and I know because he came back into the store and he said, "Yeah, I'm doing this over there. I'm working for this Nissan dealership, blah blah blah." I'm like, "I'm so happy for you, man. Do your thing, blah blah blah." So when it came time for me to buy a car, and I looked for those easy way out with these buy here, pay here places. I hit him up. I said, "Look, man," I said, "this is the deal. I don't have established credit, because I don't have credit. I don't have bad credit. I just don't have established credit. I need to buy a car. It doesn't have to be new. I just need this, blah, 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 blah." And he's like, "Just send me your information." And he's like, "No problem. I got this. Send me your information. I'll run the numbers." Send them the information. Hit me back. All right. It took some time, but we got you approved. This is going to be the rate. These are the 5 cars that you can, get.
Purchase.
Yeah, and I picked the best one that I thought in my money and what I liked and look, and I picked it up, and it wasn't a brand new car. It was 2 years older than the year, so still 2 years is still a brand
new.
Dude, what I'm driving around an 86 Sable, you know what I mean? 86 Mercury Sable. That 2014 fucking Nissan is pretty fucking good. You know what I mean?
That's pretty fucking you, homie.
Yeah. So he's like, "These are the numbers. This is the percentage." And, I really didn't think about it because I really needed the car because my car just took a shit on me and I'm driving a rental. I'm just like, I just want to jump into anything, but I'm like, all right, I'll come in, we'll sit down, we'll talk. And of course you got that 5 fucking hour fucking sit down with these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Working the numbers.
Yeah, man.
Insurance company. I swear to God, man, I fucking hate it. Buying a car at a dealership is the worst. I just need to walk in and say, this is what where I am in my life as an adult, where I am with my credit and everything. I can just walk in right now. This is it. This is what I want. I want to be out in a half hour. If I can't be out in a half hour, I'm going
See you later.
to this guy. You know what I mean? I have the power.
Man.
Back then, I didn't have the power to do that. You know what I mean?
No, you didn't. You were on their terms, man.
Yes, exactly. And they didn't rate me. They rated me a little bit. They tickled the finger a little bit, but they didn't fucking kill me.
They didn't take advantage of you. Is what they
did. Yeah. And then I was sitting in the finance office, and the financial guy was like, it was hard for us to get you this loan, but we got it. It's not super big, but it was mediocre, percentage rate, the juice, and I'm like, man, I just really need the car. And I explained my situation. I was always a cash guy. My exes always had the credit cards, and I always told them if we can't afford it, money wise, we're not buying it. And whatever they did on their own, that was on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming clean on that. Whatever they did, that's on them. When they're paying, if you're paying for your groceries on fucking credit cards and not hitting me up to get cash, that's on you.
Yeah.
If I got to find all this clothes in the closet with fucking tags on it, and you're telling me you don't have any clothes, I don't even want to. You know what I mean?
You got a problem, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's not on me. I'm a cash dude. So, and he just said to me, he's like, "Look, you got the car loan. Make payments, make them on time, pay a little extra to the principal, and then in probably about a year and a half, you'll start getting a prepaid credit card. It'll be like put 200 in, you get 300 credit, and you start like paying for gas, paying for groceries, pay it off. And I did that. I followed it, whatever. You know, and what is it? It's been like 4 years now. My credit score is almost 800. So
Nice.
I got an
Nice.
credit score. You know, I
Fuck,
need it. I
man.
don't give a fuck about it. I still don't like using my credit cards, but I
No,
use.
but you got to every now and then.
Yeah, I just use it just to keep it rising. It's like a video game, man. You just want you just want to keep bringing it up, man. I want to get it to the top. I think it's like 875 is the top.
You know what I picture you? I picture the Mario thing when you got that cube on top and ding, 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 the little coins and shit.
Yeah, but I want to get to the flag. I want to jump up and go do
You
do
know
do 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 do.
Insert music here.
There's no sound effects tonight. No, but you know it's pretty cool that you brought it up because you know we've talked about that in the past and like talking to people that are out there and not thinking like I used to think like because of how I grew up in my lifestyle with my parents in Brooklyn and being separated and growing up in the projects, like I couldn't have this, I wouldn't be able to have that. And it's funny that I lived my 20s and 30s thinking about that, and it makes me think about how I misjudged myself, I guess, or thought less of myself. That
It kind of make it sound like, man, when you were growing up, you had such a rough life, which
yeah,
you
but
did.
I'm just saying,
But it's like you weren't allowed to dream. You know what I mean? Like one day I'm gonna have this and I'm gonna have that. And,
not even about dreaming. It's just like
yeah.
I guess I just thought less of myself. Like,
Oh, okay.
be able to do this, and I wouldn't be able to do that, and I can't do this. That'll never happen for me. And it's funny. It was like and that's been one of my big. And I'm being totally honest right here, man. I don't want to shout out to the One Too Many podcast, but learning more about us, like I just always felt like being in the lifestyle that I grew up in, like I would never shine or there wouldn't be a positive moment. And I'm like, I don't. It's weird to say. It's like like my
Bro, and you've conquered everything.
yeah,
Every challenge that you had come your way, you've
I get
conquered
it.
it.
And my ex used to be, just apply for it. You don't know. And I'm like, yeah, that'll never happen because I've just always been that dude. Like, no,
Yeah.
it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. But when I was in that position after 9 years, in my late 30s, 40s, it's finally time for me to grow up. I need to grow up. I need to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do because I'm alone now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no leaning back on anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I look for my family. They're in the fucking wind, so it's on me. So I need to set myself up, and you realize how quick and easy it is. And then like, all right, so now here it is, say 6 years from then. I got a car loan that I'm paying off. I got 3 credit cards, 4 credit cards, whatever the fuck it is. There's nothing on them. I pay them off when I use them. And I'm no different financially. I'm still making the same salary. But I have that a little bit of confidence or I could sleep a little bit better at night because I just know because I'm just a warrior. What if? I'm the what if guy.
The what if guy.
So I've always been, when I'm growing up in my adult life, I had to have X amount of dollars in my bank, and it went from 2,000 to 3,000 to 6,000, 14.
Yeah.
I have to have $12,000 in the bank. Anything after that, I'm good. But that 12,000 has to stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Thinking about the future. You know what I mean? So I'm always been that guy. But I haven't been that guy until probably about 6 years ago. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
man.
In my life, and that's when I started thinking how to be better financially. How can I save some more money? And even with this hobby that we have, I think if you take me, I don't know, it's weird. You take me back 7 years from now to now, I'm like so far ahead of what I ever thought. You know what I mean? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? Like, it's where it is, and I don't know where the fuck we're going with this.
And you were that guy when like in this hobby that when you dove into everything, then you kind of put your feet on the ground. You're like, you know what? I don't need a lot of this stuff. So you
Yeah,
kind of
I want
zero
everything.
in, and then now you're that guy that whatever comes out that whatever it is that you collect, it comes out, and you're like, you sit on it for a few months and you think about it, and you
Real quick, man. I used to be that guy, like back in the day, like even on when I used to do Instagram reviews and shit like that. Like, everybody would come to me because they knew I had it first.
yeah
And I think what set me back was a couple of years ago, like when me and my ex first split, the transmission went in my fucking piece of shit Mercury
yeah
Sable. So you used to be in a relationship with two people with multiple vehicles, and like something happens to your car, your girlfriend just drives you to work. It's all
yeah
good.
yeah
Picks
you're
you up.
good.
Well,
Hmm.
now there's nobody there, and this is pre-Uber. You know what I mean? Especially in my area
Yeah,
where I lived, there was
yeah, man.
no Uber back then. You're just like fucked. You're just
Yeah.
calling out. You're like, yeah, I ain't making it in. You know?
Or you're fucking running to the bus stop or trying
Yeah.
to figure
Oh no,
something the
there's not
fuck
even a
out, man.
bus stop around here. You're just losing. You're losing a day's pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically. But it just changes up, man. It's just like now it's on you.
Yeah, man, and I know that it's been something where it's like it's such an accomplishment that you've gotten to. You've accomplished so much, and as for yourself, you're like, man, I never thought I'd ever be here at this point in my
Yeah.
life where
Well, it's not even just about me. It's just like putting it out there for people. And like I have talks with these kids at work, and they're like telling me about this and this. I'm like, ew, you got to
they
be
have no
smart
clue,
now.
man,
Be
no clue.
smart now. And I tell them the whole story about me growing up and in my 40s finally being a fucking an adult and going from a credit score of 420 of non-existing credit to where I am right now in like 2 years, 3 years, 3 years. Let's say the safe to be 3 years.
Hmm.
You know, and then they just don't. I mean, of course, the kids they don't fucking understand it, but I didn't give a fuck when I was a kid. When I was even in my 30s, I didn't give a fuck.
You know
I
what?
had
There might be
cash.
some
Cash
you
rules
might,
everything around me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Everything's about cash.
And some of the kids, you might say they don't give a fuck, which you might be true. But you know what, man? All those messages you put in their heads, it's like they're back there, man. They're saved. So when they keep growing up in their mid 20s and 30s, it'll serve them good, man. Man, I remember I used to work somewhere, and this old cat told me something about this, that, and
Yeah, this old fat fuck.
I didn't say that. I said the old
Yeah,
cat.
well, I knew what you meant with the Brooklyn accent. Come here, young fucker. Come here. Let me tell you about Yeah,
Here,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
sit here in these egg boxes here real
Yeah, I
quick,
mean,
and let's have a
egg
chat.
boxers. Yeah, man. I don't know where we came about this, and I don't really like to put my business out there, but honestly, like you can really make shit happen. Like I really didn't think on like, and it's just me in my life being in a box, relying on other people in my life that I've
And
always
that's the whole
realized.
thing. You got to be able to do it on your own, man, because
Yep,
sometimes you might not have someone to help you. You got to do it
exactly.
on your own, man. You can't be that guy where, I'll just call my brother. I'll just call my sister.
Honestly,
No, dude, you and
if
only you, and that's it.
if I was 19 and I wasn't straight out of Brooklyn with nothing after my mom died and not a pot to piss in, maybe I wouldn't have got married in '99. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Maybe I wouldn't have fell for that shit in '99, but
Man, if
whatever.
you were married then, you'd be married now. So it'd be the
Nah,
same
fuck
shit,
that
man.
bullshit. Shout out to fucking divorce,
Then you'd be out there with kids trick or treating and shit,
dude. Man, fuck all that bullshit. I have no time for that.
Well,
And
you didn't
shout out
give
to the
candy
dude.
this year?
What's that?
You didn't give candy this year?
No, I never give candy out.
Oh
You know what I do?
man, poor kids.
Anybody that follows my Instagram, I always put I put a note on my door that says, "No candy. Tell your parents to get a job." Dude, I'm serious. I do it every year.
I know, man. I've seen that shit when you
But
post it.
you know
It's
what's
funny as
funny is
fuck.
like I live in a development that has 800 apartments. It's a
That's
garden
huge.
apartments. The development is huge. I worked Halloween and I drove home. It was like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Drove through the development, not seeing one trick-or-treater. Not
That's
one.
fucked up, dude.
Not one. And I'm like thinking, okay,
What the fuck?
well, you know what? My complex is on the lower scale of income. You know what I mean? We're on that bias. So everybody went to the higher places, but I belong to a Facebook group for my town. Shout out to Hackerstown Facebook group. And a lot of people were finding the same results. There wasn't many people out. And a lot of people say because it was raining.
What the fuck does that have anything to do with it? We went trick or treating, it'd be raining, it'd be cold, and
Dude, how many times did you go out trick or treating in the rain with the cold, sweaty, snotty nose,
fucking snotty boogers coming out everywhere, with that fucking mask, with that ugly little fucking mask, rubber band and shit,
with that Ben Cooper mask with the rubber band constricted onto your face like a fucking alien face hugger. Gotta get that candy. Gotta get that candy. Dude, bro, you know, with the pillowcase, pillowcase fucking bag.
The thinnest fucking thing, that costume, man. I remember those thin ass plastic costumes, dude.
You're basically wearing a plastic face hugger with an apron, a plastic apron, a rubber apron around you, man. Shout out anybody who doesn't know anything about Ben Cooper costumes, man. I'm sure
those are the good old days. Man.
I'm definitely sure our listeners know about Ben Cooper costumes. How do we go from my financial situations into fucking Halloween? I don't know how the fuck that happened, but yo, shout out to Frogman for fucking taking us there and making it work. That's why you're
man. I don't think none of our viewers, not unless you're in your 40s or 50s, dude, they're not going to remember, like, the 7 of them, that are out there. I don't think that they know what those Ben Cooper costumes are, man.
No, we have a lot of old-time guys that know about the Ben Cooper.
I don't even think you can Google that shit and it'll come out.
No. I definitely went on a tangent. There's plenty out there.
Really?
What's funny is like back in the day, like my mom used to make our own costumes. I remember one year I was Batman and
those are the best ones, bro.
My sister was Batgirl from the 60s. It was
with the purple and the yellow and
the 60s TV series with the gas on this. She made a utility belt. It was all you see the stitch marks and all that bullshit, My mom, dude, the one thing about my mom was living in what we were dealing with, even in our financial situation, she still was so creative and just the memories that I have,
I'm not just saying this because it's you. I'm not just saying that.
I get it.
But your mom was a rock star, bro. She was badass.
Yeah, man. I mean, you could talk to so many people in my family.
Regardless what your life was like, your mom was like, fuck that. I'm not going to let my kids feel like this. We're going for it. I'm going to make them costumes.
I mean, she could easily win. I'm sure.
Man.
At the time, I'm sure it was a lot cheaper for her to make a costume than buy a Ben Cooper costume at $35. You gotta remember, I'm a child from the '70s, so if I'm like 7 years old, that's 70. I don't want people dialing on my age. Maybe we should do a giveaway. If anybody can fucking dial in on my exact age, it's not.
You get an empty beer bottle.
Part of my family or whatnot, they win a prize. You get an empty beer bottle and some fucking caps. I don't. Or you could get a fudge dip devil dog.
Yo, those things are good, man. I'm assuming they're good. I've never had them.
Assuming you never had it, so fuck you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I just remember just going out and. It didn't matter. It just didn't matter. It was
the weather didn't matter.
Warm, and living in Brooklyn, man, like it was just such a different thing. Like it went to like 9, 10 o'clock, and like I'm looking on my phone, and it's like Halloween curfew 4 to 8. 4 to 8.
Yeah, 4 to 8.
the kids get home at 3, eat dinner, sit around. The parents finally get them out there at 6 o'clock, and what? 8 o'clock? It's
Dude,
done?
I remember being out there like to 10:30, 11, 11:30.
It didn't matter.
They'd be
It
like,
didn't
"Go
matter.
away! It's already late." You know, I mean,
But
we're
you know
out
what?
there.
Coming home to this development, which has 800 apartments, a lot of
Figure there'd
kids,
be some
a lot
kids
of
there.
families. I drove around the whole thing twice. Did not see one person trick-or-treating. And I get it. You don't want to get the cheap shit here because everybody goes to the money areas. I get it.
Yeah.
Get it. But not even like I've been living in this development for 10 years. The first couple of years, we had some people knocking, enough to hand out. It was like, now it's just like there's nobody. Not that I want to walk down my steps and give you some candy. I have that nicely placed sign telling you this.
So you can almost say there's no need for the sign anymore.
No, not at all. But just when I drive, it's just like, man, it just makes you feel like, what's going on? Is it the Fortnite? Is it the fucking handheld? Is it I don't.
I never thought of that, dude.
Phones in your hand?
You're right.
Is it the? Yeah, I really don't want to go, Dad. I want to play Fortnite. What is it? What is not making these kids want to go trick or treating? It's a staple. I'm telling you right now. 10 years from now, it's gonna be done.
Man, I remember being a kid. I was so fucking excited. I couldn't wait for the sun to go down so I can go trick or treating.
Dude, you come out of school, you go home. Did you do a homework? Yeah, whatever. Yes. You throw your books in the fucking corner. You throw that Ben Cooper mask on. Your mom ties that fucking apron around your back, and you're out. You're out. You're breathing heavy. The snot's building up behind the fucking mask.
That's a snot fucking going back in your nose.
Dude, that's what it was. 9 o'clock, we gotta go home. But please, Mom, can we go to one more? Can we go to one more fucking house? Not fucking house, but fucking house. One more house. You got the pillowcase. It's a cloth pillowcase.
It's what it was, man.
And if it's raining, the whole bottom is wet and full of mud, and you're dragging your Zag Nuts and your fucking Mary Janes and your fucking Kit Kats, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude, man, you're bringing back.
I'm trying to bring you back to like fucking 78, 79, 81. That's what I'm trying to do, man. That's how it was,
fucking badass.
It didn't matter, especially growing up in Brooklyn. Like you didn't have, you had neighborhoods, but not like how it is living in the country. Like you need to drive to a development. Oh, they have a lot of money there. We're gonna drive to that development. No, you said we're going this way, and you went up
you walked
9th Street. You came down 80th, and you went up 81st. You came down 82nd, and you went 83rd. Between like 3 avenues, and like you had your lower houses, and you had the apartments with the steps up, and you had the lower apartments. And in a rule back when we were growing up, if they have decorations and the lights on, you went. If they had if there was no decorations and the lights are off, you didn't fuck.
You don't fuck with those people.
You didn't waste your time. Those are the motherfuckers. That was some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. You went to that house. What happened with that motherfucker?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was. You got Capri Sun in the fucking skull.
You
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Halloween, man. Halloween's a fucking crazy fucking time, man.
No shit, man.
Yo, in my township, I'm a member. I hate to say it, but a member on Facebook for my township. And I love going in there because everybody's whining about shit and how this place sucks, that place sucks. And I don't really talk. I'm that GIF guy. I'll throw that GIF in there to make everybody laugh about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But apparently, because we had some bad weather that was coming in on Thursday, they were trying to petition the town to change trick-or-treating from Thursday to the weekend. And all the moms and the Karen was screaming and crying. Why can't we change the day?
That is stupid. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yo,
It's like changing Christmas or Thanksgiving. Come on, you
what are
can't
you
do
gonna
that
say?
shit.
What's the next? It's gonna snow on Christmas. Can we change the day? No, it's supposed
It's gonna
to
snow on
snow on
Christmas.
Christmas. I could understand it. Hurricane fucking Gloria's Fernando. Gloria,
Yeah, dude, for that, now that
Hurricane
shit, yeah.
Fuckface is coming through and it's gonna go right through your town. I get
We're
it.
gonna postpone it. Yeah, we're
A
gonna
little
postpone it.
a little bit of rain. They were talking about high winds, and don't get me wrong, the winds were pretty fucking. The winds were really fucking bad at night, but it was after midnight, so that did not fucking fuck with anything on the trick or treating scale that you would say.
Yeah.
Why? And like the
I don't understand why the mentality, why they would even fucking go there, dude.
And this is where we're going as society. It's like the parents are shielding. There's like a shielding effect. They need to shield their kids from this. They need to shield the kids from that. We can't have them do this. But if you let them do these things, maybe they won't grow up to be a bunch of fucking pussies.
Pussies, yeah. What's this world coming to, man?
This is where hashtag woke started. I'm just
fucking saying, pussy ass people, man.
Blame it on the parents, pussy parents.
Pussy parents.
Well, because you know why? Because you know what? Through the years, it's been easy for everybody, and I get it. You want to protect your kids, but you got to toughen these fucking kids up because you know what? Where it's going?
That is the hardest part, man. A lot of these kids.
Not a good place.
A lot of these kids, man, you want to toughen them up, and they just can't hack it, man. They can't hack it. It keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Every generation that comes.
How are you going to change the date? What are you going to say? The leaves aren't falling right. Let's change the date for frickin' Thanksgiving. My turkey isn't fat enough. Let's change the date for Thanksgiving. I just don't know. I just don't know. You know?
Hey man, when every New Year's when they're out there waiting for the ball to drop and it's fucking cold as fuck. What was it last year, 2 years ago? Like sure. 13 degrees.
And they're corralled. They're corralled.
All huddled
they're
together.
Corralled. They're corralled in these little areas and they're not allowed to leave.
They look like cattle, man. They look
Do
like
you
cattle
know once you go in there, you can't leave.
No, man, and they're
not allowed to leave.
You don't see them changing that.
And if you need to pee
on the floor.
You you will get arrested and thrown in the fucking jail. So you're corralling me into this little place for 10 hours, and you're telling me I can't leave to use the bathroom. And if I decide to maybe sprinkle a little bit down to the left, you're throwing me into jail.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What's this world coming to, man?
Dude,
just have a McRib and a smile.
You know what? I just really wish. I just want to go back to 1975, 40 fucking Second Street. Give me the deuce, man. Give me the deuce. And
dude, do you think you were born at the wrong time?
I don't think I was born at the wrong time. I just don't think I didn't die at the right time. No, you know what, and to think about that, man, and honestly, man, all this bullshit that we're talking about, and I just want to get a little solid on this. I do not want to take anything from my past and say, can I erase this and think differently? Because no, if I didn't grow up where I grew up, if I didn't experience the things I didn't experience, if I didn't live in the projects, I wouldn't know about hip-hop. If I didn't know hip-hop, I wouldn't know about jazz music. Wouldn't know about progressive rock. I wouldn't know about this. I wouldn't know about sampling, making break beats. You get what I'm saying? And it progresses. I wouldn't know about how it is to work with a rap group to make a cover, promotion, stickers. You see where I'm going with this? It's not just hip-hop based, but
you wouldn't be you, bro.
Promotion wise, I wouldn't be as outspoken. I wouldn't know how it is to market. I wouldn't know how it is to try to put a brand on something. You know what I mean? And
You wouldn't be who you are. You'd be that. Actually,
Actually, I got a silver spoon in my mouth, and little Amber, my little daughter Amber, she's about to graduate from 5th grade. I really didn't feel comfortable talking about of my financial status and how I came up, but I just think that some people need to hear
it's
this.
Important, man.
May listen to this and see that it's not really talking about to these fucking bums that are like fucking never get I have a different situation with me not having established credit and building it up. If you have bad credit,
there's people out there.
Relax.
There's people out there that think if this dude can do it.
Relax. Don't do it. Frogman better shut up his fucking mouth. No, but I'm saying if you had credit and fucked it up to the point where no return, you're not gonna make shit work. Like I said, it has to be for the dudes that are like me that never had established credit in their adult life. And you want to rebuild it. Because if you have bad credit and try to rebuild it, it's going to take you fucking 10 years more than what I'm fucking doing. And I'm sorry, Froggy. I didn't mean to relax you.
Huh?
Relax.
No, I'm used to it, man. That's fine.
Relax.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Relax.
I'm used to the verbal abuse. I'm used to it.
Shut. Frog. Shut it. Zip it. Ribbit. Ribbit. Where the fuck did Jesus? I got to listen to this episode and see if I'm going to fucking make it work. Thank you for wasting an hour and a half of my life. Happy birthday! Remember Frosty the Snowman when he put the hat on? Happy birthday!
No, I never saw Frosty the Snowman.
Get the fuck out of here. Whoa. We're going to back this up a bit. The Rankin and Bass, the claymation episodes from the fucking 70s, CBS, Frosty the Snowman. He was a snowman. They put the hat on his head, and he said, "Happy birthday!" And he was animated. He became alive. You never seen that before.
Nothing.
Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. I guess we know what we're gonna do next episode. We're gonna watch that. We're gonna watch that fucking
between now and Christmas.
CBS special, man. Oh yeah. Everybody in the chat, make sure you hit up Frogman, send them the links on YouTube. I'm sure this video is gonna be on YouTube, and if it's not, I will definitely put it on YouTube in one of my many secret accounts.
Many. Yeah.
That's something that we need to say for our December episodes.
Yeah, I'll be sure to write it down on the notes here.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere in the notes where we're going to wrap the shit up? Happy birthday, Frogman. Let's get a beer count. Let's do this. Fuck it.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, baby.
15, man.
I'm tapping the fucking nerve right now, man. I got a long way to go.
Man,
you want to keep the show going?
Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
I mean, fuck it. We're at about 1:30 right now. So you want to go 4-hour episode? I'll do a 4-hour episode.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. We can go
all right, what do you got?
Well,
all right, folks. We out.
Man. Oh man, I've just been craving a McRib lately, man. I don't know, man.
Whoa. How does this go from, what do you got? We go from the McRib.
I'm hungry. That's as simple as I can say. I'm fucking hungry. I'm hungry right now. It is, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Man, I'm fucking hungry, dude. I want a McRib.
It's 1:30.
Maybe two. 2 McRibs.
McRib? You want a McRib?
Mm-hmm. You don't like a McRib?
McRib's okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hoo-ha over the McRib.
A lot of hoo-ha?
A lot of hoo-ha?
I think there's a lot of hoo-ha over that chicken sandwich.
Because the McRib was back like a month ago, and like the one local McDonald's didn't have it it goes back to the Facebook groups. Because someone was crying on the Facebook group, our local McDonald's doesn't have the McRib. We need to start a petition. And everybody in there felt like, fuck the McRib and fuck you. And I was like, man, this is supposed to be a fucking community group.
Fuck the McRib.
Yeah, like they started the GIFs and the funny things. Of course.
That's you.
Yeah, of course. No. I wasn't the one riding the fucking horse into battle, but I had a couple in there that were pretty fucking funny. Yeah, definitely found them. It's like everybody thinks like because a fast food restaurant is promoting something, like all of them promote it, but
they gotta volunteer.
Yeah, they have to buy into it, and a lot of these places, that, especially in small towns, don't have the revenue to buy into it, so they don't. But I honestly thought like the McRib would be around like forever, and I just watched It's funny. I just watched a YouTube video about the 10 biggest fails in McDonald's histories, like sandwiches. Idea.
The McDLT.
Yo, the McRib was up there, man. The McRib was up there, but they kept trying to bring it back. And the more that they like try to like sprinkle it in over the years, people wanted it more.
Wow.
So like, they're just like cock teasing motherfuckers. Like they're not gonna put it on the fucking Basically, it's a fucking slab of fucking shit. Fucking it looks, dude. They make bones to make it look like it's a fucking rib.
I know they make the.
So basically, and I wish we had video, and I thought we were done. It's basically a lot of processed pork fucking product and fucking probably fucking bread
into a mold,
seaweed, in the house, seaweed, and they just compress it into some sort of fucking mold, like it has bones on it, and they
freeze it,
put barbecue sauce on it, and you motherfuckers are going crazy for the McRib.
Yep.
How about the McNo?
The McNo.
McNo.
I want the no.
So that's all about the McRib. You want to know about the McRib? I'm giving you what I think about the McRib, and I got to edit all this shit. But fuck you.
Yeah, you're
gonna. Jesus, the fucking McRib. But it was just the fact that everybody was crying on that. On that Facebook group about it. Like,
it was just funny the way you delivered it.
Dude, that was a couple of weeks ago, but it was just
what the
fuck? I just hit the group up and and it was super serious. You could tell by the post. It was a big, long fucking testament. It was like the fucking 10 commandments. They were coming down. Big ass fucking words. And there's a wall, and it was like, I went to McDonald's and it's McRibs in and they didn't have it and blah 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 and they said they weren't part of the promotion. How could this be?
How could this be?
No, it was like it was like a woman who has a Virginia ham under her arm and she's crying she has no bread. That's basically what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe we need to go fuck yourself. Get a McChicken. Shout out to the McChicken.
The McChicken.
I'm not the biggest McDonald's fan at all, man. I dabble every once in a while, but I try to out of all the fucking fast food places, that's down at the bottom of the list for me, man.
It's the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, man. When it comes to burgers, double cheeseburgers, I'm a BK guy. Even though it says flame broiled and there's no flame other than the guy that's taking your order in the house. I like the little spray. They spray some shit on it and it makes it taste like it's a fucking flame broiled burger. Back in the day, they used to have the flame broiled and blah, blah, blah. Now they just have the guy on the drive-thru and the guy that's making the fucking fries out of flames. But
I remember when I was a kid, man, you see the conveyor belt with a flame.
Dude, yeah, without a doubt. Not anymore. Now you don't even fucking know. It's like X-Files. What the hell? But it tastes the same.
It tastes sick.
It tastes smoky as fuck.
Yeah.
But I prefer
the old ones taste better.
As bad as the chemicals that they do spray on it, but I just do prefer the taste of of a double cheeseburger from Burger King other than a double McDouble. The Mac double from McDonald's. I'm just not.
You need to taste the Whataburger one.
Who?
It's a local chain we have. It's like a Texas chain.
Yeah,
well,
we
not
don't.
even in Texas.
You know what? I don't live deep in the heart. Yeah, we gotta get the checklist going before. I know we've been a little quiet with the sound effects, but
it's not even in Texas. It's in other states too, but it's called Whataburger. I'm sure you'll like it, dude. It's fucking good if you ever taste one.
Nah, I'm good.
No, you won't. You're good. Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to the McRib and how people get emotional over something like that, man.
I know, right?
It's
like those fucking chicken sandwiches, man. I'm not gonna get into it, but it's like people are going nuts over that shit. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. My kid has no socks, but I really need to get the McRib. And that's my mentality over here. This is basically my town that I live in. It's like, it's suburban, but it's got some ghetto fucking ass shit going on here, man. We have this interstate that runs through my town. It's called Heroin Highway, man. The drugs.
Really?
Yeah, it comes in here. It's crazy, the stops that these cops make every night. And, of course, it's moving violations or swerved over the line. But you know what? These motherfuckers are finding this shit left and right. The highway that comes through my town comes from Easton, Pennsylvania. It comes from Allentown, and it goes straight through us. And Route 80 is not far. You get right into the lower New Jersey cities into Manhattan. So they call it the Heroin Highway.
Dude, I'm going to tell you a little something about my local town.
Oh, here we go.
All right. A lot of the gang wars or the cartel wars.
Yeah, they do drive-bys on horses.
No, the cartels, they're fucking killing people and chopping people's heads off and hanging them from bridges.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Man, you would think they're fighting for territory or something. I don't know, something worth fighting for. I don't know how to explain it because it's too much death and too much violence. You think they'd be fighting for a McRib or something, but they're not.
Yeah, they're not fighting for the McRib. If you're not fighting for the McRib, you're not on my side. I don't need you.
These people...
McRib 2020, baby.
These people are fighting for a fucking highway, dude.
Yep.
And it's the highway that's the highway that runs through our town, which is IH-35.
Fucking controls the traffic, dude.
Yeah, that's where it all comes from.
It controls the traffic, man, without a doubt.
Just like, man, so much violence, so much of that shit going on over a fucking highway that honestly... It doesn't belong to you. You're gonna get busted on the checkpoints. You're gonna get busted on
for every one that gets busted, there's 5 getting through, bro.
Yeah, I know. But
you gotta think about that, man. It's about volume.
Yeah.
And it's sad, and that's how it's coming through. Through our fucking areas, man.
Yeah, that's when he said Heroin Highway. I'm like,
yeah. It's funny, man.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's like when I first moved here, like, Hackettstown is the high schools, they call it Heroin High. I'm like, what, Heroin High? And then like you start reading the police blotter and you see what's going on, man. You see like the epidemic that's in this area. And I'm like, man, there's more drugs here than when I was living in Brooklyn in the late 80s.
In the late 80s, yeah,
dude,
bro.
Man, it's incredible.
Crazy.
It's incredible. I left the city to come to this.
Should have stayed in the city, goddamn.
Yeah, but it makes you smarter to that shit, man. But and I gotta say, man, I'm not the biggest fucking supporter of the police, and like when you're pulling me over when I'm coming home from work, I get it. You're fishing, but I'm telling you, man, I'm showing you my shirt, my fucking store logo on it. Coming home from work, I just did fucking 14 hours. I just want to get home, eat a hot dog in the microwave, and just chill out for a little bit before I have to go back at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
And the guy's being a prick.
Yeah, it's 10:30 at night. Come on, dude, relax. Yeah. You don't need to open up my trunk. You know what I mean? Just relax. Just bounce. Let me bounce, But, that's what we all have to deal with,
fucking attitudes and shit. Yeah, dude.
Whether it's from me or just being a certain color or a certain ethnic, background, driving to a certain place.
You're being difficult, sir. You're being difficult.
Yeah,
Being fucking difficult, dude. You know what? I'm
don't
not
even,
gonna
don't
say
even
shit
let me start popping up some
gonna...
videos on that shit, man.
Dude, I'm like,
shout out
not
to
even
the
gonna
train
say
stop.
anything. Yeah, bro. Can't say a damn thing, bro.
Nope, without a doubt. We don't want to go there right now because you know what? We were supposed to end an hour ago.
Yeah, man. Makes you wanna
one too many fucking ideas.
Makes you wanna pop in a song, from NWA from back in the day. I'm not gonna say which one it is, man, but makes you wanna, play that nice jam there now and then.
Wow, we just lost about 2% of our.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just being honest.
Wow. All the anti-police vocals are coming from Frogman. You get send all your hate mail to frogman@gmail.com. But no, man, but it's and it's funny, like we discussed it. It's a fucked up place that we're living in right now, man. It's pulling from every end. It's like a Stretch Armstrong. Remember the old days, that Stretch Armstrong figure? You just pull it.
You pull that motherfucker.
Had the jelly in it. You pull it and you let it go, and it just goes back to where it was. Shout out to the late 70s. Like, they made the Hulk and all that other shit, But you get what I'm talking about. It's just like, it seems like that's how we are in the world today. Like, people are pulling, let it go and let it come back. Pull it, let it go and come back. It's just so fucking odd, and I don't know. I mean, I don't want to think, and I don't try not to think about that shit, but things just fucking piss me off, and I don't want to be. I'm not left. I'm not right. I don't think I'm middle. I think I'm in my own lane.
And you want to be left the fuck alone.
Yeah. I'm in that lane. Like, just leave me the fuck alone. Let me talk about what I want to talk about. I'm not trying to be right wing, left wing, middle wing, whatever the fuck. I want to be on a chicken wing. I'm on. That's where I'm at. So, shout out to Dust Mites. I'm on a chicken wing. You know what I mean? I'm on a chicken wing. But yeah, that McRib started all this bullshit, man.
Yeah, blame it on the McRib. It's the McRib's fault, motherfucker.
Yeah, the McRib. Just blame it on
the McRib is fucking up society, man.
The McRib is killing it all. It's killing society. It's killing comedy. It's killing everything.
Everything. It's Mr. McRib's fault.
Is that a new name for everything that's out there right now? We're gonna call it the McRib.
Dude, yeah, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
Fuck the McRib.
Fuck the McRib. It's the McRib's fault.
It's the McRib.
Anything negative in life, anything bad
I was too sensitive
to
what you said. Blame it on the McRib.
Yeah.
Not me, bro. It's the McRib.
Yeah, it's the McRib's fault.
All right, shout out to the McRib.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave you on that note. Thank you very much for joining us and this show here, One Too Many. I really appreciate you all joining us. And if you made it this far, I applaud to you.
Well, he said the one too many.
The one too many applaud.
One too many applauds.
Yeah.
All right, so we're wrapping this shit up, huh?
Yeah, it's wrapping it up.
Wow, the sun's getting a little low for me.
Actually, not today, man. No, you're pacing, dude.
Dude, I'm
pacing
fine,
it good.
We just went down a route. And we had to fucking we needed to turn around and follow them breadcrumbs out of that route. It was just like,
hey, all you gotta do is just turn around, walk back, and just say, "Fuck the McRib." It's the McRib's fault.
Shout out, it's all about the McRib, man. That McRib is a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Stay away from that shit.
I would do a beer count, but it's probably the same count that we had from the last beer count because I've been too busy arguing with you and talking with you about that and not been sipping on it. But you know what? Shout out to everybody that's listening to the show. Shout out to the One Too Many squad that's out there that represents us and listens to the show and is fans from us. Shout out to all 10 of you. Yeah, all five. You got to, if we know there's 10, and if we say 5, people will feel bad from us and just hit the follow button.
You know what? It's actually 5.
Hashtag
it's like last week. What did they say? I turn on the radio and I got my partner with me. And there you go.
They
become fans too. They multiply, man. Some get 5, it becomes 10. So
I'm going for the hashtag pity. Hashtag pity. Do the pity. You know, I feel bad for these guys. I'm just gonna hit that.
Yeah, man. So if you feel bad for us, please subscribe and leave your comments below.
Like, subscribe. Don't forget, we are on iTunes, Spotify, Podbeam, podcast, Google Podcasts, all your podcast needs. We are there in your face. Shout out to Anchor, who's holding us down. And
do you remember in the 90s where the Anchor as jewelry was very popular?
What, the Anchor? Yeah, it was a very Italian white boy thing.
Really? Yeah, I just never understood that thing.
I don't know. Maybe they're fans of Popeye. I think I was gonna wear anchors. You know, I don't know.
What the hell is that, man? That's not Popeye.
That's the worst Popeye. That's the nerd voice, but you know.
Dude, that's fucking Popeye at 100 fucked up, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
So thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate you all.
Here comes the uncomfortable outro.
Yeah, I really appreciate you all listening. And
hey, Frogman.
No, I'm not done yet.
Oh.
And we'll see you all in 2 weeks. And
yeah, I'm cutting off.
If you don't like this show, you can listen to the last one. That one's pretty cool.
I'm cutting.
Or the one with the boxes or the vultures. That one.
This is definitely all get cut out. I'm cutting off.
And thank you for joining us. I love you all. And this is Frogman saying we're out.
Hey, Frogman.
I already said it.
Hey, Frogman.
Yeah, Dust.
Hey, Frogman.
Yeah, Dust.
Hey, Frogman.
Yeah. Wow, what do you want me to say?
Hey, Frogman.
Yeah.
You're not going to say it, are you?
And we're out.
We out.
We're out. Bye.
He's just gonna decide out of the fucking blue